internet, welcome back to my channel. So I am just really excited to film this video, also because I feel like I'm finally able to just be a little more open with what has been happening to me in the last few months. If you saw my last video, then you know I'm currently pregnant with baby number 2. It has been quite a roller coaster ride. I think being pregnant in general just does not agree with me. I think I went into more detail in my previous video. The thing about pregnancy for me is that it just makes me feel really frumpy. It just makes me feel like I feel ugly, I feel sluggish, I feel like I can't get much stuff done, and so I've just been looking for ways to make myself feel better. So like makeup, skincare, hair care, all that sort of stuff is part of what is like helping me along with that. So long story short, I bought a whole bunch of new skincare products. I've been on the skincare side of Instagram, and a lot of these are recommendations from influencers that I kind of follow. So I'm excited to try all of these. I thought I would show you guys what I got, and then if anything interests you, let me know. I can do a review on my blog. So without further ado, by the way, all of these I'm pretty sure are Korean. Like everything, yeah. Okay, no, one is not, but pretty much everything is Korean here. I don't know why Korean skincare just seems to be really big on my recommendation list right now. No surprises, I guess. So let's start off with this one. No particular order. So this is the Mediheal Collagen Ampule pad. Basically you can use them like toner pads, or from what I've seen, obviously I haven't used any of these so I don't know for sure, but you can use them like toner pads or like masks. I've seen some people like, they're like little squares, so you can put one here, one here, one here, leave it on for a little bit, and then just rub the rest of the solution on your face. I thought this would be really good. Collagen, why not? I could definitely use some. Do I have any other Mediheal products? No. I'm going to try to keep them brand together-ish. Alright, so the next brand is Medicube. So this is the thing about Medicube. I've seen them all over. I've seen a lot of huge influencers using the Medicube products, and they're always sponsored. I've never been quite sure if they're genuinely great products or whether they're just paid for products, but the thing that took me over in the end was Val. I like listen to everything she says because I feel like she's always very genuine and she's very upfront about if things work for her or not. And she has been recommending this one specifically, Medicube HR. This is a serum, glutathione glow serum. So she did recommend, she finished the whole bottle, highly recommended it. So I was like, okay, great. I trust Val. Unlike other influencers who are getting paid, I know she's not. So I fully trusted her, so I thought I would pick this up, give it a shot. Whilst I was on the Medicube train, I decided to pick up a few other things. This one here is a cream capsule. So maybe this one is just a little bit viral-ish, and that's why I fell for it. But essentially, it's basically a clear night cream with lots of little like bubble tea pearls that are yellow, and you're supposed to pick up one of those pearls and then wear it as a moisturizer. And they say that you can then use it as a gel for the Medicube devices. So I do actually have quite a few of the Medicube devices, but they recommend that you don't use them whilst pregnant. So I haven't actually been able, it was so sad, like they came in pretty much a week after I found out I was pregnant. So I was like, oh, I guess I can't use these now. So I'll use them afterwards. But yeah, so I'm really keen to try this. And yeah, it's probably more because it has those little like bubble tea pearls in them, which is why it's so popular, but I thought I'd give it a shot. The other Medicube product I bought was this one. It is the Collagen Night Wrapping Mask. So essentially it's a night mask, a collagen night mask. You put a thick layer on at night, and then they recommend that you actually sleep in it. I'm not sure I feel comfortable sleeping with a mask on. One, because right now I have to sleep on my side, like on my left side. I'm in the later part of your pregnancy, they recommend, well, firstly, you can't sleep on your front, obviously, because I have a bump. They recommend not sleeping on your back because the weight of the baby puts pressure on like a nerve or blood vessel, a major blood vessel. And if that cuts off, it's like life-threatening for the baby. So they recommend sleeping on your side. And if I sleep on my side, I feel like the mask is just going to transfer right into the pillow. So I don't think I'm going to use this at night. I feel like if it needs to be on the face for a long time, like it says here, wait 15 minutes for product to dry. I mean, this one says you can actually remove it after 15 minutes. But I see some people wear it for hours. I think this is something I would just wear around the house. Like I'd apply it in the like afternoon or something, or the evening when I put Bubs to sleep. I'll put it on. I usually have about 2-3 hours to myself before I go to bed, so maybe I put it on then. I see those masks where you can peel off, and they're like collagen masks. You peel them off and it's like reveals this beautiful skin, which by the way, I did end up picking up that mask as well, the Biodance. This is the one that you put on for a few hours or overnight, and then you like, it goes on like white gel and you peel it off and then you're left with beautiful skin. I am fully convinced it actually isn't going to make my skin better, but it's more like a temporary effect where it's like, so long as the product is on your face and you just use it and you don't do anything else, it looks amazing. I feel like it's one of those sort of products, because a lot of my masks were like that when, I can't even remember, there's a certain mask that I use many years ago, and I would specifically use it after long flights because it would make my skin look amazing after a flight. But it didn't actually cure anything with my skin. My skin was still hydrated and dry, but it just made it look really good so that after the flight I could like look presentable and go do things. So I feel like it's one of those things. I don't know, maybe it actually is beneficial, I have no idea, but I just like, I don't know, maybe I'm skeptical. Maybe I'm just a skeptic in my old age. I just get more skeptical. So I feel like these are more temporary products, but who doesn't want to have like a chance to have nice skin, even if it is just temporary? So I just picked those up. I feel like I would use the Biodance maybe on a flight once the next baby is here. We'll see how things go. I would love to like start doing travel again, especially because they will be so little. Not like right now, Bubs is just like wants to go everywhere and explore everything. But he's finally getting to an age where he can sit down for a decent amount of time and like watch TV or interact with us or talk to us or that sort of thing. So I feel like he's slowly getting to an age where travel is starting to become like, when I say travel, I mean like flight travel. Obviously road trips and stuff we do already, but I want to do like flight travel, especially like go back to Europe to see the rest of Tobias's family, or we'll do Japan again at some point, but maybe America, like I'd love to do, but those are like big trips. But if I go with a toddler who can sit and a little baby who's just in a bassinet, maybe that's the right combination. So if I do any of those long haul flights, that's where I'll use Biodance masks. I feel like that's the perfect spot to use it, but we'll see. Anyways, I digress. Actually, I'll show you this product. It's this like, I've used this to death already. It's sunscreen. It is the Can Make Mermaid Skin Gel UV. The reason I use this is because it's a physical sunscreen that I know and trust, and I used this in my last pregnancy and I'm using this now. I just run out, so I've just needed to back up. But I'm trying my best to use as much physical sunscreen as possible. Not always possible because it leaves, these ones do leave a white cast, and I haven't been able to find one that doesn't leave a white cast, and so I don't really want to have, if I'm just at home or just doing the groceries or something, I don't really care, fine. But if I'm going to the office, the white cast interferes with my makeup, and then I feel like I look crappy in the office. And I already don't feel super great being pregnant, so I want to look as best I can. So I try not to, I don't really use these when I go into the office, but otherwise outside the office, definitely recommend physical sunscreen. Again, this is not pregnancy advice. I know plenty of pregnant people who use chemical sunscreen and are totally fine. That is, it's just like a personal choice. I'm like, for me, there are certain sacrifices I'm willing to make during the season of my life, because I don't see them as big sacrifices, but for some people they do feel like big sacrifices. So I would say just speak to your doctor, do your research, and then just do what makes sense to you. I feel like that's, I feel like most people on earth would just be so much happier if they just did what made sense for them and didn't bother trying to reprimand or judge others for doing differently. My 2 cents. Whew, I'm getting out of breath just talking this much. My lung capacity is like this much now. Okay, next one. Let's keep going. Let's keep pushing through. I don't have that many more products to go. This one is the Shuwashu. I've not actually tried this brand before. It's more of a high-end Korean skincare brand. This is the clarifying mask. I have so many masks. Why did I buy so many masks? I think it's just because masks make me feel pampered, and it puts me in this like, it just helps my mental health, as weird as that might sound. So I just wanted to buy more masks. This is like a peel off masks. I saw somebody on Reddit, so this is actually a Reddit recommendation. She went through like 3 bottles of this, and she said it's like her tried and true. So I'm like, hey, if you've bought 3 bottles and you're some random person on Reddit, I really trust you more than someone who was paid to talk about it. So I picked one up. Clarifying, I think it's, yeah, so I just wanted to see what it would be like. So that's another peel off mask. Next brand. Oh yeah, okay, here. Let me talk about another skincare sunscreen. This is Beauty of Joseo. It's a really popular sunscreen that I've seen online. I actually picked up another sunscreen that's really popular. This one is super, super popular. It's a chemical sunscreen, so I don't know if I'll use it during the pregnancy. Maybe I'll use it right after the pregnancy. Same with this one here. This is the Centella sunscreen in SPF 50, Water Fit Sunscreen Serum. These two are like the most viral sunscreens on Instagram for some reason. They're just super, super popular. People love them. They seem to like sink into the skin really, really nicely. So I'm really keen to try them. The ones that I usually use, the Biore watery sunscreen that I've used for like a decade now, that I've probably been through like 15 bottles. It has a little bit of an alcoholic smell to it. So that's why I stopped using it, because I do notice as I get older, my skin is getting drier. It needs more moisturization. So I've been like, I think I have 1 more bottle left. I'll probably still use it up just to finish it off after I'm done being pregnant. But then I want to move on to more hydrating sunscreens. So I'm going to try these 2. I'm really excited to see what they're like, because they just constantly get raved about online. Speaking of Celina, this is the other one. This is the Ampule? Yeah. Basically, it's like a serum that you'd use. I'd probably use this one at night. Doesn't really say when you have to use it, just as drop appropriate amount evenly in the skin. But it's meant for calming and hydration. As I said, because my skin is getting drier, anything that is hydrating, that is calming and soothing, A+, like okay in my books. So I'm gonna give this one a shot and see what it's like. But yeah, this is another very viral skincare product on Instagram, so I thought I'd give it a shot. 2 more products left by a brand called Anua. So this one is their toner. I've seen people use this morning and night. It's like, it sounds very watery. A lot of the toners I use right now that I'm trying to finish off are a little bit thicker. And sometimes I prefer just a thinner toner, so I wanted to give this one a shot. It's soothing toner, which is great. And then this last one is this niacinamide serum by Anua as well. So this one is supposed to be a brightening serum. Those are the sort of products I tend to go for, hydrating or brightening. I don't really have acne problems, and I don't really have, what is the other skincare issue that I see a lot of people have? Oily skin. Like, I don't have oily skin, so I go hydrating and brightening. But this one, again, is another super popular one on Instagram. It's like this bright red serum, but yeah, it's supposed to be skin brightening. So I'm hoping, like, for me, you can't see it because I have makeup on right now, but I do have these like little, I can't tell, age spots, freckles. If they're freckles, I guess they're never gonna lighten up, and I've had them forever, so maybe they are freckles. But if I do get any sunspots or age spots, I want to be able to lighten them as soon as I can. And so I'm hoping that this product will help manage that. And that is the box. Everything in my skincare haul, my Korean skincare haul, I guess, or Asian skincare haul, let's go with that. I feel like I'm pretty well covered right now. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to try these products. These have been sitting in a box for ages because I had to film this video, and now I have, and now I can use them, and I just feel like my skincare game is just leveling up. So I'll have all these products linked down below if you're interested, and over time, I'm happy to report back if you guys are interested. I recently, I think 2 videos ago, I released my morning skincare routine, and I didn't want to release a nighttime routine until I was ready to, well, actually, to be fair, I feel like I'm not going to have time to do a nighttime routine before the baby gets here. So yeah, I was like, out of the 2 routines I was going to film, I was going to do morning, because my nighttime routine, firstly, I'm mostly naked for that because I do a lot of body skincare as well, so I can't really film that. But it's very altered right now because of the pregnancy. But then after I'm done being pregnant, I'll probably go back. Well, I'll go back to what I had before, but I'm actually really excited because I feel like I can finally just like, I get my body back and I get to like really indulge and experiment with different things and no one else is getting hurt. Like it's different if like my just choices affect someone else directly, which it does at the moment. But after this pregnancy, I feel like I can do whatever I want. And it's so freeing. I think I never appreciated how great it is to, one, physically be able to move around agilely. Like I used to be able to chase Bubs so easily, pick him up, just go to the shops together. I can't even do that right now because he will run off and I'm so like pregnant, I can't run after him. I can't lift him anymore because it's just too much pressure on my pelvic floor. So I never appreciated life when I wasn't pregnant, and I do so much now, so much more now. Enough rambling. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Thank you so much for watching. This is Celina reporting from my room. Back to the internet.